up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Swati. I hope you all are doing great. So guys, in this video we'll be talking about how to apply for PhD program in US with full scholarship and stipend. Isn't that exciting that you would not only end up getting the doctorate degree but would also get scholarship and stipend? So if you are someone who is planning to pursue PhD, this video is right for you because I'm going to share lots of information from step-by-step process of application to benefits of doing PhD and also the document checklist that you would be needing to send along with your application. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. So just a heads up before we move on to the video, PhD program usually takes 4 to 5 years of time to complete. Sometimes it takes 5 to 6 years of time. So if you are someone who is willing to invest this much of time and is dedicated, hardworking and committed to complete the degree, then only I would recommend going for the course. Because in past even I was planning to pursue PhD but I didn't opt for it because I don't have much time. I'm working parallelly and at the moment I don't have this much of bandwidth, but I did explore that option. So I got in touch with one of the university representatives and she explained me really well everything from start to bottom, and she told me that it requires good amount of time and commitment, and I didn't have that much of time, so I didn't go for it. But I gathered all that information and whatever I learned in this video I'm gonna share with you all that. I'm not trying to demotivate you or something, I'm just trying to give you a heads up because PhD requires, in PhD you become an expert of something. It's not like masters or bachelors where you go for an exam where you're taught something and you just go for an exam. In PhD you develop something new instead of learning which is already developed. So it requires hard work and commitment. If you're ready for it, go for it. Now without taking much of your time, let me start with the video. First I'm gonna take you all through the step-by-step process of the application, and then we'll be talking about the document checklist and the benefits. First and the foremost step in PhD application process is to understand and figure out your interest. This is one of the most crucial steps because your whole PhD program would depend on the subject that you choose. So I would say write down your research interest, and based on that you start exploring the advisor, you start finding the advisor. So now the question is, how do you go about finding an advisor? So in order to find an advisor, you start exploring them on the university website. Each and every university website has faculty corners. So you visit their faculty corners, you start reading about the research work. So based on your readings, you would start shortlisting the name of professors that you would like to work with, and accordingly you will send them an email with your resume that I'm interested in so research if they have a vacancy for you. Because it's like applying for PhD is like applying for jobs. You go to different companies and visit their job description and accordingly apply for job role. In the same way for the university, you go to their website, read their research work and then send them a resume. If they have the availability, they will contact you back. If they don't have the availability, you keep contacting the different professors and accordingly you click. So I would suggest before even applying for an application, go for like email conversation, because there could be a probability that your interest matches with theirs and with their research work, but they do not even have space. They have enough students already, so they might not hire you in that case. So it's better to get the confirmation beforehand before even applying for the application, and you can save yourself from wasting that much money. So that is the reason a lot of students go for PhD program in the same university they have done their masters from, because they already have a rapport with the professors, so they get in touch with them easily and get the spot. Planning to do your PhD from a place different from your masters, then you have to build your rapport with the professors. For that you have to keep communicating with them by sending them a resume, having a Skype conversation, Zoom conversation, or maybe if you get a chance, try to meet them and explain your interest to them during the meeting. So when you start having conversation with your advisor, this will be the time for them to evaluate your credential, and it will be your time to figure out and to identify how really you fit into that project, because you will be spending like 4 to 5 years of time on that project. So make sure that interest you, and that will be the crucial time to figure out that, as you'll be having like one-on-one conversation with your advisor. Now you have met your professor and he or she agreed to be your researcher for the PhD program, and he is willing to sponsor you as well. So now the next step would be to take the standardized tests. So there are a couple of tests that you would need to take if you are planning to pursue PhD from outside United States. In that case, you will be taking IELTS, TOEFL and GRE. If you are already in US and have done your masters from here, in that case the IELTS and TOEFL can be waived. You will only end up giving GRE exam. So each university has a different requirement for IELTS. Some has 7, some has 6.5, some has 6. So make sure you're well versed with that and accordingly prepare for your exam. Now we are at the last step, which is the application process. It is sometimes quite grueling and long, but I would definitely say we are almost there, and this is one of the most easiest steps from what we have done so far. We already figured out our interest, we already know who we are working with, and we have already taken standardized tests. So this step is relatively easier than what we have done so far. There are a couple of documents that you would need to send along with your application. The first and foremost is resume. Second is statement of purpose. Then bachelor's and master's transcript. You'll be sending your IELTS, TOEFL score and GRE score. So these are some of the major high-level documents that you would be sending along with your application. So now you have sent them your documents. You are waiting for their reply. I would say when you are applying for a PhD program, apply well in advance. For example, for fall, apply in December so that you hear back by somewhere in February or March beginning, and you have an option to compare and choose. There could be a probability that a professor or an advisor is willing to sponsor your PhD program, but it's not providing any assistantship or stipend, and there is another professor who is willing to provide you scholarship as well as stipend and health insurance. So when you apply well in advance, you have like couple of options, and then you can compare and choose, which is pretty good. Various benefits of doing or pursuing your PhD program from US. One of the benefits is that you will not only get your doctorate degree but also getting scholarship, which makes your PhD free of cost, and you would get stipend which can take care of your living cost. And also when you go for like PhD degree, it helps you in getting the green card easier and quicker. It's not definite that when you go for PhD you will end up getting green card, but it does help to a certain extent, and having a higher degree is anyway good for the career. So feel free to let me know if you want me to share the list of universities that I explored for PhD. I can share it with you. Comment down below if you want that. And that's it for this video. I hope you like it. I hope you find this video useful. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.